The World Economic Forum has literally come out with a statement that in the next pandemic, they're going to have a vaccine ready for us in 100 days. I'm not even kidding. And they're also saying and trying to hash out any of the problems that we had this pandemic. So you guys all know who Klaus Schwab is, right? Like the epitome of vagina dryness, pretty much. Well, that loser basically stepped down and then they got somebody else in. But that guy was found to be on the Epstein files. So he had to step down. And now they have a third guy who's also a Swiss dude who pretty much looks like that dude who says diabetes. Let me just show you. New 100-day goals set for faster, equitable pandemic response. The Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness and Innovations, CEPI, has set a 100-day goal for the deployment of new vaccines for future pandemics. And then good old Tony Blair, the Prime Minister of the UK from 1997 to 2007, says, if you want the politicians to focus, they need to think. Look, this is coming down the track soon. If you tell them about a future pandemic, they'll kind of go, yeah, maybe it's someone else's problem. But if you tell them actually in the next few years, you're going to have the opportunity to make a big difference to the healthcare of your population, that will focus them. I beg your finest pardon. What do you mean in the next few years, the politicians are going to be able to make a huge difference in how we, distribute healthcare? Is it what the WHO says, pretty much, where the nations that signed on to it give the WHO complete autonomy of their countries, and the WHO gets to tell you whatever they want during the pandemic, including to suspend all laws, and that the WHO will become the regulatory body in the world for future pandemics? Let me just show you that. The World Health Organization has started drafting a global pandemic treaty on pandemic preparedness that would grant it absolute power over global biosecurity, such as the power to implement digital identities, vaccine passports, mandatory vaccinations, travel restrictions, standardized medical care, and more. They're going to do it again, and this time they're refining everything that they did wrong in 2020. And tonight, I'm actually going to do my first podcast. It is going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'm going to show you where it is, and I will run you through the entire pandemic the first time, including all of the policies that was set before the pandemic, back in 2012, all the way back to 1970, and I'm going to explain it very, very, very clearly and very, very concisely so that we're prepared for the next one, so that we can actually grab loopholes. If you guys are wondering where it's going to be, it's going to be on my Rumble, Facebook page, X, and YouTube, and I'm going to show you guys my pages. That is my Rumble page. It's TruthSeeker01011. That is my YouTube page. It's Tiana Tsekic or Tiana TruthSeeker01011, and I only have 4,000 subscribers. If you're on my Facebook, it will be under Tiana Tsekic, and that's my actual account. It's verified. See you guys tonight at 7 Central Time.